Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. So in this video we are discussing chromosomal theory of inheritance. So in this video we are discussing chromosomal theory of inheritance along with the chromosomal theory of inheritance. So somewhat information. So I will give you related to the cell cycle and cell division, means related to the mitosis and meiosis, and small portion we will have information regarding linkage. Okay, come let us have a look on the chromosomal theory of inheritance. So before video, so what is the information we have discussed means, so cytoplasmic inheritance information we have discussed. So after completion of cytoplasmic inheritance, so we are discussing chromosomal theory of inheritance. Now there first point, so here maximum or 10 important points are there. So 10 important points are also very important. Okay, now this theory was proposed by which one? Chromosomal theory of inheritance was proposed by Sutton and Boveri. So surnames not required, Walton and Theodore. Okay, or suppose if you have interest to remember the complete name, you can remember. So chromosomal theory of inheritance theory was proposed by Walter Sutton and Theodore Boveri in 1902. Okay, now in a 1900 year, so what they have done means, so here means not these scientists, not these two. So in a 1900 year, okay, 3 scientists, so De Vries, Correns and Tesmark. Did you remember these 3 members? Yes, we have to remember. Why? Because these 3 members only for the first time rediscovered the Mendelian experiments independently, isn't it? So that information only now we have written here. Once you see there, in a 1900 year, 3 scientists, De Vries, Correns and one more is Tesmark, so independently rediscovered Mendel's or Mendelian results on the inheritance of characters. So why? Because so here Mendelian published his entire work on inheritance of characters only. No, so this is a main name. So in on means all experiments of Mendel's, it was like published on, the name is inheritance of characters. So means here these 3 members also, what are those? So whoever that that is De Vries, Correns and one more is Tesmark. These 3 members independently they rediscovered Mendelian experiments. So now here at the time, so they have understood so what is the chromosomal theory of inheritance. Next one, also by this time, due to the advancements of microscopy that they were taking place, so scientists were able to carefully observe the cell cycle and cell division. So means in that particular time only, so advancements, so that time only they are able to discover the microscope. So they have discovered the microscope. Other scientists, not these scientists. So when they have discovered the microscope, so by using of those or such kind of a microscope, they are able to observe the cell cycle as well as cell division. Okay, so means here, sir, when they have studied, when they have studied or when they have observed the microscope, they have started, means that particular microscope they have used for the study of a cell cycle and one more is cell division. So this led to the discovery of structures in the nucleus that appear to double and divide just before each cell division. So means here each and everything means, so suppose if you observe the one particular cell, you know, their nucleus will be there, that particular nucleus. So what is the process or what is the content like metabolical or what are the processes taking place in the nucleus, everything they have able to visualize under the electron or under the microscope. Means here what are the structural changes, or going to be appeared, so everything they have been observed in a cell cycle and cell division. Means here what is information, no, in a nucleus, suppose if you observe their DNA will be doubled, chromosomal number will be same only, DNA will be doubled, and once the interface is completed, means G1 is G2, once the interface is completed, so definitely that particular cell divide. So means here, so here DNA, our knowledge point of view, DNA is present in chromosomes, isn't it? So chromosomes definitely are present in like in a nucleus. So thereby what they have observed, these were called chromosomes. So chromosomes means, what is the meaning? No, colored bodies as they were visualized by staining. So means here for the first time, so they have observed what they have observed. No, so the movement of the chromosomes and so movement of the chromosomes and how these are all will be divided. So likewise each and every point they have been discussed or they have been observed under microscope. So when they are able to observe the particular cells under the microscope, no, they have studied about the cell cycle and cell division. So that is the information. Means first of all they have given information regarding chromosomes. So chromosomes meaning is colored bodies. Why these chromosomes we are calling as colored bodies means, so after addition of dye means color only, so we are able to observe or we are able to visualize the chromosomes. So that's why we have given a name as chromosomes, meaning is colored bodies. I hope you understood this. Next one, by 1902, the chromosomes movement during the meiosis had been worked out. So means here, so what is information we are learning in 1902 or by 1902, chromosomal movement during meiosis had been worked out. So means here in a process of meiosis or in the process of reductional division, how chromosomal movement are going to be taken place. So everything, so scientists they have been observed in 1902 itself. Are you able to observe? So once you see there, by the time of 1902, chromosomal movement during the meiosis had been worked out. They studied and they have got the entire information on meiosis by the 1902. So next one, Walter Sutton, simply you can remember Sutton and Boveri. Okay, so now the Sutton and Boveri noticed that the behavior of chromosomes was parallel to the behavior of genes. Did you observe one point once you see there? So these two members means here those who proposed the chromosomal theory of inheritance, those persons only what they have studied here, Sutton and Boveri noticed that behavior of chromosomes was parallel to the behavior of genes. Okay, behavior of chromosomes is related to the behavior of chromosomes. So now once you see the behavior means here the chromosomes means the behavior of chromosomes was parallel to the behavior of genes. Why? Because genes which are present on the chromosomes, so thereby how these chromosomes will be divided now. So along with the chromosomes even genes also will be divided. So that's why, so what is the point here we are learning? Idi by heart panning so better. So what is the point now I am asking to remember? That is behavior of chromosomes was parallel to the behavior of genes. Okay, why? Because our knowledge point of view, genes are present on the chromosomes, when these chromosomes are going to be divided, even genes also will be divided, no, indirectly. Point puriyadama. Why? Because our knowledge point of view, genes are present on the chromosomes. So where the genes are present on the chromosome, no, that particular location we are calling as locus. Not written here, but through voice you can take off. Why? Because we have learned that one in previous classes. Okay. So thereby where the genes are present on the chromosome, that particular location we are calling as a loci. So there, when these chromosomes are going to be divided, so automatically genes also are divided. That's why, so once we have written like that, suppose chromosomes are divided, so even genes also divide, and use the chromosomes movement to explain Mendel law. So means these are Sutton and Boveri, they have used which one, chromosomal movement. So they have used chromosomal movement for studying of or for study of Mendel's laws. Why? Because Mendel proposed law of dominance, law of segregation and a law of independent assortment. So after completion of monohybrid cross, Mendel postulated two laws. One is law of dominance and one more is law of segregation. And later, after completion of dihybrid cross, Mendel postulated law of independent assortment. Emma, this entire information, so we have saved in our mind, isn't it? So now what is the point we are learning is, so when they have studied about the entire movement or entire explanation of the chromosomes, no, now that particular entire information now they are implementing for study of Emma or for the explanation of Mendel's laws. I hope you understood, Emma. So next one, Sutton and Boveri argued that, so they have demanded, what they have demanded with a lot of confidence, no, so that so what they have demanded means, or what they have argued means, pairing and separation of a pair of chromosomes would lead to the segregation of a pair of factors that they carried. Point purida. One more time, pairing. Once see, slowly let us learn. Pairing and separation of a pair of chromosomes would lead to the segregation of a pair of factors that they carried. Pairing formation. Suppose if you take meiosis division there, pairing of chromosomes or pairing of homologous chromosomes. Did you remember these words? Okay, so means in our +1 studies we have learned, means pairing of chromosomes means when, so what are the chromosomes are structurally, morphologically seems to be same, no, so such kind of chromosomes comes together with the help of a synaptonemal complex protein, so bivalence of formation takes place. That particular process we are calling as a synapsis. Did you remember anything? So this entire information we have learned in first year studies. Means now in these studies, no, what is the point we are learning is pairing and separation of a pair of chromosomes would lead to the segregation of a pair of factors they carried. Emma, point chromosomes idema same point here somewhere else we have learned, no, adida. If chromosomes, what are the chromosomes are situated as pairs, no, so definitely those pairs or pair of chromosomes are having one set of factors or a pair of factors. Suppose if a chromosomes are divided means along with the chromosomes even our genes also will be divided. Why? Because previously we have learned genes are present on the chromosomes. So they, suppose if the chromosomes are divided means, so definitely even genes also will be divided simultaneously. That's why here we have written a parallel to the behavior of genes, means the behavior of chromosomes is a parallel to the behavior of genes. Chromosomes are split even genes means factors also split. Why? Because genes previous name a factor only, no. Why? Because Mendel doesn't know that information, so somewhat factors he was used the term, isn't it? So Mendel instead of usage of genes word, he was used factors name first. That's why, so we are learning. So what is the point we are learning means genes previous name means factors. Emma, now that is information I can give you. So next line let us study and let us save that point in our mind. So now Sutton united the knowledge of chromosomal segregation with the Mendelian principles. Emma, one more time. Sutton united the knowledge of chromosomal segregation with Mendelian principles and united the knowledge. So, and he was that particular thing he was calling as, or he was called it as, that chromosomal theory of inheritance. Means first of all they have studied what is the, or they have gained the information of chromosomal theory of inheritance, or they have gained the information of chromosomal segregation, and they have gained the somewhat knowledge on the Mendelian principles. So now chromosomal segregation information and Mendelian principles information எல்லாமே ஒரு பிளேஸ்ನಲ್ಲಿ சேவ் பண்ணி, so that particular information now together is proposing as chromosomal theory of inheritance. ஆமா பாயிண்ட் புரியுதா? இப்போது certain and Boveri, when scientists are going to discover the microscope at the time, so they have studied a cell cycle and cell division, now only we see now. So that information they have gathered. They have gathered the information of chromosomal theory of, they have gathered the information of Mendelian principles. இப்போ ரெண்டுமே by uniting, means here we have written now certain united the knowledge of chromosomal theory or chromosomal segregation with the Mendelian principles and proposed what is the chromosomal theory of inheritance. Means here after, means before finding or before giving of this particular theory, so they have studied a lot of information related to the Mendelian experiments and as well as chromosomal behavior also. So next one, now Sutton and Boveri, they have studied somewhat information related to the chromosomes. Now experimental proof, this particular information also is important. Now once you see there, experimental verification of chromosomal theory of inheritance, is important. So sometimes so NEET examination they will ask 4 statements. By asking 4 statements, so which one is correct or which one is incorrect, likewise they will ask us to find out. So there, so this kind of bits they are asking. What is that? Experimental verification of chromosomal theory of inheritance given by T.H. Morgan, Thomas and Morgan. One more time you see that experimental verification of chromosomal theory of inheritance was given by T.H. Morgan and his colleagues led to the discovery the basis of or basis for the variations, that is sexual reproduction. Means here they have studied or they have given what is that experimental verification on chromosomal theory of inheritance. So they have given information on the experimental basis on the inheritance. So related to the what? Related to the chromosomal theory of inheritance. Later they are giving information. What is that? Once you see there here, basis for variations. So definitely what is the main important process which is necessary for the variations or which is necessary for the bringing of variations? Means they understood that one answer is sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction is the main basis for one variation. So don't forget the important point. Sir, why sir sexual reproduction is a base for the variations? Means so by the process of sexual reproduction only chance is there to form the variations. Why? Because so in a sexual reproduction definitely we will study about the presence of or the process of meiosis or reductional division, isn't it? Why? Because during the process of gametogenesis definitely meiotic division process taking place or takes place, isn't it? So at the time, suppose if you take meiosis 1, there in meiosis 1 there prophase 1 divided into 5 substages: leptotin, zygotin, pacotin, diplotin, diacrinasis. So there, so in a third substage, suppose if you take the name of this third substage like a pacotin, there we have seen the formation of X-shaped chiasmator and a crossing over process. So thereby it results in the formation of new recombinants, so bringing variations. So means so thereby variations definitely takes place in the sexual reproduction. Next one, Morgan worked with the tiny fruit flies. Tiny means so small. Before also I said already once. So here this particular T.H. Morgan scientist worked out or experimented on fruit flies. fruit flies. So scientific name is Drosophila melanogaster. Okay, so T.H. Morgan worked on or worked with tiny fruit flies known as Drosophila melanogaster, so which were found very suitable for such studies. So you would like to study, so what you would like to study, experimental proof you would like to give on like a chromosomal theory of inheritance, and what are the main important factors which are responsible or which are required or which are basis of our new characters formation you would like to study. So that's why he was selected Drosophila melanogaster. So definitely this particular Drosophila melanogaster is suitable for study of such kind of studies. So why, what are the reasons why Drosophila melanogaster selected by, why this particular person selected Drosophila melanogaster means, so there are also few important reasons are there. So 5 points I think so so 5 points exactly varo. So even these 5 points even public examination point of view also important. Okay, so what are those? They could be grown on simple synthetic medium. Fruit flies, these fruit flies are there, no, Drosophila melanogaster. So we are able to grow, means very easily we can grow in a simple synthetic medium in the laboratory conditions. Next one, they complete their life cycle within 2 weeks, and a single mating could produce a large number of progeny plants. And also is the next one, fourth point, and also there was a clear differentiation of the sexes, male and female flies. So means which one is male and which one is a female, very easily we can differentiate. That's why here we have written like that, these flies are easily distinguishable. Also it has many types of hereditary variations that can be seen with the low power microscope. So means here what are the hereditary variations are there, no, or all these kind of variations very easily we can observe under low power microscope. Point purida. So thereby here what is the point we are discussing is, these fruit flies we can grow up on a simple medium, and the second one is lifespan of those fruit flies is 2 weeks. Single mating is enough to produce a huge number of flies, and the male and female flies are very easily distinguishable. And fifth point is hereditary variations we can study with low power microscope. So these 5 points are important even for both kind of examinations. Next one here, one star mark I kept now, so there is one line so is important. Once let us see that also. Now chromosomes as well as genes, listen carefully, chromosomes as well as genes occur in pairs. Chromosomes means definitely we have seen, so where now only we see now in a zygote in substage, so leptoten, zygoten, packetene, diploten, diakinesis, likewise 5 substages we have seen now in prophase 1 stage. Point purida. So there in a zygoten point of view, in a zygoten substage we have learned chromosomes occurs in pairs. Why? Because that pairs only we are calling as bivalents, isn't it? So there by chromosomes so chromosomes occurs in pairs. So along with the chromosomes, even genes also occurs in pairs. So that's why simply we have written like that. What we have written here, once you see, chromosomes as well as genes occur in pairs. Okay, my point purida. So thereby genes genes and chromosomes also occurs in pairs. ரெண்டு ஒரு பேர் மாதிரி இருக்கு. So next one, 2 alleles of a gene pair. One more time you want to listen. 2 alleles of a gene pair are located on the homologous sites of homologous chromosomes. Means suppose if you take one gene pair is nothing but 2 alleles. Okay, suppose if you take 2 alleles of a gene pair are located on homologous chromosomes. Homologous chromosome ana theriyuma. So once what is the notes I have given to you, so while taking the class on cell cycle and cell division, and once you go there, so there I have given information regarding homologous chromosomes, but orally also now I will give you Homologous chromosomes means what are the chromosomes are structurally means simply morphologically similar, no? So such kind of chromosomes simply we will be considering as homologous chromosomes. Appadana morphologically means when you are observing the chromosomal structures, no? Suppose if the chromosomes are seems to be very clear or seems to be same means, so such kind of chromosomes we will be considering as homologous chromosomes. Next one, linkage. So linkage point of view. So it is small information only. So remaining information in the next video definitely I will give you. Now what is that information? No, physical association of genes on the chromosome. One more time, physical association of genes on a chromosome is called as linkage. One more time, physical association. What are those physical association among genes? So we know very well again genes are present on the chromosome. So thereby here when the genes are present very close to each other means that is only a physical association. Due to the corona point of view, maintain physical distance, how we are calling, no? So likewise also here, what is the point? Physical association is there between the genes. That particular phenomenon only we are calling as a linkage. Okay, now collective inheritance of characters is due to the linkage. Collective inheritance appadena. So what are the characters or what are the characters which are present in the parents? No, same characters will be repeated in the offsprings. Why here? Here due to the linkage means when the attraction is there or when the more attraction is there between the genes, no, instead of a formation of a new characters, parental characters only transported to the or parental characters only are inherited to the offsprings. So that is only due to the process of linkage. Point you understood between the two persons. Suppose if attraction is more, so there the linkage will be less. Suppose if the between the persons some gap is there means there chance is there for the linkage. So I hope you understood this. Okay, right. Now linkage was the first time seen by Bateson and Punnett. This is important. So for the first time, so linkage for the first time observed by or seen by Bateson and Punnett in Lathyrus odoratus, or simply you can remember Lathyrus. And when they have observed this particular linkage, when they have observed this particular linkage, no, they have proposed what is the phenomenon. So coupling and repulsion phenomenon, they have given explanation, but they didn't give explanation related to the linkage. One point actually Bateson and Punnett, so first time they have given information or they have observed the linkage where in Lathyrus odoratus, but they didn't give any explanation on the linkage and they have given information about the coupling and repulsion phenomenon. Sir, coupling repulsion means what, sir? No worry, definitely in the next video that one I will explain. So right now coupling and repulsion phenomenon they have given explanation instead of linkage explanation. Later sex linkage was discovered by point one more time. Sex linkage was first discovered by Morgan in Drosophila melanogaster and they coined the term linkage. So means sex linkage. So here definitely sex linkage is discovered by who is that? Morgan in Drosophila melanogaster, and this particular like Morgan only coined the term linkage. So this, it is just a 5 lines of information only. So in the next video definitely I will come with elaborate information of linkage. Okay, so now in this video what is the information we have learned now? Somewhat introduction information of linkage, and in meiosis what is happening and in mitosis what is happening we have discussed. Next one, chromosomal theory of inheritance, clear cut information we have discussed. So this is a small information regarding today's video. So watch carefully. So actually here entire information mainly depends on the chromosomes and chromosomal behavior only, but a statement point of view in unit examinations definitely use on. So take care and be safe at home.